Hello everyone, how's it going? I hope you are doing good. So, now that we're pretty much caught up with Deltarune, there will be another video on Deltarune, but I'm going to take my time with it. I basically said I would start playing Ace Attorney. I've never played any of these games. I've heard of them, but I've never played them. And I genuinely don't know what to expect. I just know it's about a guy that points and he's like, "You're wrong," or something, right? Like, that's pretty much it. So I've had these games recommended to me, especially after playing Danganronpa, of like, people have been like, "You will love these games." So I'm really excited to get into it. We're going to start with the Phoenix Wright trilogy. I don't know if that's 3 games. I've got literally no idea. So we're just going to go into it and just see what happens. But yeah, this is my first time ever playing an Ace Attorney game. So let's see how this goes. I really don't know what to expect. Oh, there's literally 3 games in this. Okay, well, let's just start with that one. That seems like the first game. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh! What is that? Oh, shit! Oh, whoa! Wait. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught? Not like this. Oh, there's no voice acting, okay. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Okay. This is going quite quick. August 3rd, I was gonna say 1947, 947 District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Okay, so that bitch murdered that woman. Okay. Boy, am I nervous. I don't know what any of these characters' voices are like. Am I gonna have to just make up voices? I think I am. Right. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna make up voices. Hiya, Chief. Yeah, we're going with that voice. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. Hope the voice is alright. I don't know what I'm doing. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! I don't know whose voice this is. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Oh my God, I love the names already. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you? But we know that's not true, don't we? We know. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Oh yeah, that looks simple, yeah. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I own one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. and that's just what I'm going to do. Yeah, August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Oh, shit. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh, he doesn't sound super confident. Don't you worry, Phoenix, we got this. Don't you worry. Mr. Wright? This is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the current circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Handshaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Ew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover so many times. It's... Wait. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot, temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy. Wait, which one? Oh, yeah, just Cindy. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Well, thank God for that. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... Oh, shit. I think it hit with a blunt object. Yeah, blunt trauma. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. Well, thank goodness, because otherwise this would have been a real short video. I tried and I instantly failed, so I deleted the game. I'm not cut out for this. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Well, I'm sweating for us both, so don't worry about it. Thank you, Your Honor, because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well, then, first, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court records. The statue in the shape of the thinker, it's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Well, calm down, Larry. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony! Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped, she just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you. She was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on the 7th and the 30th, the day before the murder. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appeared that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude? We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof! Dude! Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog! I'm gonna die! I'm just gonna drop dead! Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this! Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Oh my god, Larry. Larry, come on, lad. What you did? If I didn't see who the murderer was somehow with my psychic powers, which don't actually exist, it's just what they showed us at the beginning of the game, then I would so suspect you, dude. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so I, didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who was your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes! Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness account. Okay. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon till 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? How does he not know? At this point, you'd know. So fun fact, I used to work for, a law firm for a little while. I wasn't a lawyer, although I did study actually law for a little while, so there's a fun fact about Georgie. And didn't get very far into it, so, you know, it's probably not going to do me much use in this game. But, you know, I have some knowledge. And, yeah, there's absolutely no way that this would ever be occurring. You would be sat there going, so, what do I do now? There's absolutely no way. And also, I'm fairly certain you have to have all of the evidence that the prosecution is going to put forward. Like, you have to have everything so that you can then get it checked and second checked and all this kind of stuff in case there's any issues with that. So like, you can't just be surprised with stuff in a trial. You can object to that. And then usually what happens is they end up discussing it and then discussing whether or not the defendant or the prosecution needs time to actually go over what's been stated. So this is already quite unusual, but it's interesting though. It's interesting, but yeah. So what exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then what? That witness must have lied in his testimony, or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. So, like, this would have been done beforehand. Like, you wouldn't just be doing it, like, everyone just sat there waiting for you to compare everything. But it's a game. But I think it's fun. But yeah, but I've seen, like, law stuff and, like, witness testimonies and everything like that before. It's really interesting. It's really fascinating. Yeah. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. You got it, Mia. Okay. Open the court record with tab and then point out the contradictions in the testimony. All right, let's have a gander. Witness account. Right, I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. That's all of it. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere. Examine the court record with tab if something strikes you as being suspicious. Okay. So, time of death. So, the autopsy is already disproving that because between 4 and 5 p.m. So, she couldn't have been dead at 1. And then, apparently, the electricity was out until 6. So, yeah. So, it's already... Right, okay, yeah. Right. Okay, so, we already know. Then, find the evidence that contradicts his testimony and present it to the court. Got ya. Okay. Going door to door, selling subscriptions. Yeah. Oh, hang on, that was wrong. What gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek? We climb mountains because they are there. It's the same thing. True words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside. Why did Payne cut himself off so quickly? So, you looked into the apartment. What happened then? Yeah, I actually pressed the wrong button. Saw a line there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. So that's wrong. Yeah, so that is wrong. 1 p.m., are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident. 1 p.m.? Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him.
Objection!
You found the body at 1 p.m., you're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Yes! Sweat! We got you now! Oh, that! Oh, This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. You've got it, Mia. Wait! I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Time of discovery. All right, let's see what he comes up with now. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a videotape of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I've already got you, bitch! I've already got you! Because you said the power was off! Got you already? I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. I've got you. Okay. Time of discovery. Alright, let's get him. See, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. So, is it going to be that one, I'm guessing?
Hold it!
Are you sure it was a television and not a radio? Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television. Right. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about hearing the television. The witness has testified he heard the time. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? Yeah, so that I can present, can't I?
Objection!
Hold it right there! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Wait, I remember now. Of course you do. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. Wait, what was that? Wait. Okay, let's continue. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Here we go. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Oh, Mr. Sawit. I've got you again, mate. I've got you again. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. I've already got you, mate. Hearing the time. Well.
Hold it!
The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. Well, we know that's not true.
Objection!
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilted it. It says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So, the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Yeah, but if he had to tilt it... that means he touched it. I've got you! You can't get past me with this. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Yes! Get him! Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh, yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and then the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard no. I mean, I saw. Just hurt my stomach. Oh my fucking god, I wasn't expecting him to throw his toupee in his face. Holy crap, that's hilarious. Shut up, shut up, shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Burn, give him death. I can't believe he just threw his toupee in his face. Order! Order in the court, I say! Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... Are I sounding the clock? Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, Can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I gonna prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness, I think is what he's saying. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal! A criminal! You lawyers are all slime! Ugh, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Miss Sawit. Mia, I mean Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you still can't win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think it through. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Is it because she was on holiday? Like, is it because of time difference? Is what I'm thinking. I think so. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, Wright. Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Huh. Tough words. Let's see if you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
Take that!
The victim had just returned home from abroad the day of the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit, or should I say, Mr. Did It? Nice one, Phoenix. Oh shit. Oh shit! Whoa! Order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Yes! Yes, Larry! Yeah! Let's go, Larry. And with that, this court is adjourned. Oh my god, I nailed it. My first case as a lawyer. It turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check out and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawwood let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawwood grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Phew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy! What's wrong now? Oh, Nick! Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no! I mean, bad! Bad, bad, bad! Larry, you're innocent. You're innocent. This case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man! Gone forever! Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. You don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about?
Take that!
Yeah? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive that you weren't some chum to her. Uh-huh. What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry, and she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Mia." I didn't know that then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise I wouldn't be able to keep. What? Oh, what? Oh! Oh! Holy shit, okay, hang on. Whoa! What a way to end the first episode. Leave the first episode there, Because I feel like the first trial, the first little case, the first little snippet of what this game is, ooh, that was fun. That was fun. Ooh, okay. And I always like to be a bit sassy and stuff, and also solve cases. I find it really fun. It's one of my favorite things about Danganronpa. It's so fun. So that was really good. I was not expecting that. I was expecting it to be voiced. I don't know why, but I guess it is a relatively older game, so I guess that makes sense that it's not voiced. But ooh, that was, yeah, interesting first trial. Obviously not like a super difficult case to prove or anything, but definitely a good opener. Kind of getting you used to the mechanics, how it all works, the characters. You've got to learn a little bit more about him, but also about Mia. And then this little kind of teaser of like, oh, things aren't going to be what they seem, and like things with Mia may not be what they seem. I'm excited. Oh, okay, that was good. All right, let me know what you think of Ace Attorney and this first little playthrough. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe for more on this channel. And if you want to see me continue and play case number 2, like the video, subscribe, share, do all your stuff. That toupee moment was hilarious. That was my favorite moment. It was so good. That was so goddamn funny. But yeah, let me know if you want to see more, and I will get that up very, very soon. But that was so fun. I really enjoyed that. That was actually a lot of fun. So yeah, you'll have to let me know if you want to see more. Don't forget, you can also check out my socials, everything down in the description below. And also don't forget to leave me a comment what you think of Ace Attorney. What is your history with this game? You know, how long have you been playing them? And yeah, if you want to see more, just let me know. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will catch you in the next video. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.